everybody, Josh from the J-Side Friday, and Maverick the dog. He's such a good boy. This week, this is episode like 10 million. I think we're on 17 or 18. I'd have to look it up, but I didn't. We're gonna talk about May, right? Let's go lay down, buddy. Where's your ball? Let's talk about May, folks. What do we know about May? First off, my birthday is in the beginning of May. That's right. This guy, almost 40 years old. We also know that May, pause. So on my birthday, we did that. Yep, went mountain biking in a place that is highly filled with ticks. What do we know about ticks, folks? We're in the Northeast, so we have typically deer ticks and like brown dog ticks or something like that. This guy right there is a deer tick, I believe, found on my leg after that said bike ride. And yeah, that makes me go to and talk about ticks a little bit today. First off, they're highly active in like, March to end of May, I believe, maybe June, where we are. I don't know about where you are, but yeah, they're everywhere, and they hang out on low-lying brush, waiting for some animal to come by, whether a human or a furry animal. And then they attach to them via some fur, which takes me to this. Yep, I've officially switched over to my tick beard. Every summer around this time, I trim the beard down so it's low enough so I can find ticks after I spend the day in the woods. Blech. Don't recommend ticks or hanging out in the woods around ticks unless you're like me. But whatever. We're getting sidetracked here. Ticks carry Lyme disease. Typically, people hear about it on dogs, but it happens to people sometimes. You'll know because after a couple days, I don't know the statistics, but you'll get this huge swollen ring around where the tick was. And you should go see a doctor and get some antibiotics because that's the only way to slow down Lyme disease, or it gets rid of it. You got to do it quick. I've never gotten that. I've had embedded in my knee once, and I plucked it out aggressively and tore it into little pieces, which they tell you not to do. Take it out in one shot. They have little tick tools. I would show you, but I don't feel like getting up to get my keychain. Look at it in like a camping store. It's like a little V-notch for pulling ticks out. Anyway, that guy right there is on my leg. He was not stuck yet. He had just got there. He, not quite sure. But I got it off pretty easily because it wasn't sticking. It was still trying to find its warm spot to hang out, burrow. Let's talk about ticks and Lyme disease. I read something recently that larvae, the little baby ticks that are like the size of the tip of a pen, like that guy, see the tip? They're that big. They can actually, they found them with Lyme disease at that small, which is crazy. They're born with Lyme disease. Ugh. Did you know that possums eat like 4,000 ticks a week? 4,000 ticks. Did you also know that possums are also immune to Lyme disease? That's why they can eat 4,000 ticks in a week. Another weird tidbit, I think. You're going to have to Google check this because I don't remember quite if this is true or not, but I think I remember reading somewhere once that possums are actually can't get rabies or are really hard to get rabies. You never find possums with rabies, which is kind of weird. Yeah, they might be the devil. Whatever. So ticks, yeah, right there. Look them up. Educate yourself and be prepared because if you're out in the woods doing wrench fetishy stuff like riding dirt bikes and goofing off, you're probably going to interact at some point with a tick. So be ready for it. Let's talk about this past week. What did we do? Not much. I will say that I don't know, we touched off on that right there last time. That is a brake proportioning valve for Red Rocket. Now, the one that was on there was designed for a 4-wheel drum brake, and now we are a front disc rear drum manual. So at some point I had bought you'd have to go back in the archives when we put that car together, but I bought the master cylinder from a 75 Maverick with manual disc front, drum rear, but I never changed the proportioning valve because I couldn't find one. Until recently, we did a what's in the box and we pulled one out that I got on eBay for like 40 bucks. We showed a little bit of install and then had to stop because it didn't fit. Like all the lines were different sizes. So we're gonna catch up to today. I went to the store and bought a bunch of fittings, adapters. They're like $6 a piece at your local parts store, and it all fit in just fine. Now, I didn't have anyone here to help me bleed them. So I put them in, I pumped it a handful of times, and it built pressure. Now, they are super, super in need of bleeding, but we took it out tonight for dinner with Chevelle Paul for a shakedown run, because the Chevelle is up and running finally. Hoping to get over to his house and get a video of that and some talking about what we did to it. But anyway, took it out to dinner, and I'll tell you what, even with a ton of air in the lines, that thing stopped so much nicer. Car's running great. I swapped out some stuff on the carb, did some fine tuning, adjusted the timing a little bit, and she's running great. Stopped and got a half a tank of non-ethanol at a local gas station, and it loves it, so cool. That's that. There's what else did we do all week? We rode dirt bikes a lot. That was pretty fun. Did some mountain biking. It's rained a ton here. And yeah, that's about it. We worked on the van. Yeah. We have a name for it, but you're right. You know, we're not gonna drop the name yet. We're gonna wait. We're gonna do a whole episode on the van. Yeah. We worked on the van a little bit, cleaned it out, did some clean on the outside, and yeah, that's so close to its own video soon. I think that's about it, folks. We didn't do a whole lot of wrenching because it's just been so brutal cold, and I've been doing a lot of like gardening stuff and just been busy life. So I'm gonna get back on it this week. Hopefully, we have a car show this weekend. There will be a video specifically for that, and then also a next J-Side Friday. We'll go over it again, and I'm probably driving Red Rocket, maybe to work, right? Saturday. I might be waking up everybody in a 35-mile radius of me on the way to work at 6 in the morning with no heat in Red Rocket, if it's not raining on Saturday. But that's it, folks. Yeah, that's all I got. This was a lame week. I filled it up with lots of talk, though, and a little bit of facts about ticks and possums. Yeah, let's get at it, man. Let's have a great another week. Hopefully you're all doing better than I and out in the garage and wrenching and doing fun things, and not working as much, because that really that ruins it a little bit. But until next time, folks,